happens, you know, it's an interesting thing, actually, when you think about the gluteals, how, you know, everybody sort of starts off, and, you know, everybody always says there's nothing cuter than a baby's gluteals. You've heard that one. And, you know, and it is amazing, isn't it, what can happen? Yeah, they can just get long and wide, and a lot of things can happen to those gluteals. So I guess what you always got to remember is that at least there was a time in your life when you did have cute gluteals. Maybe, you know, when you were back 3 months old, but we do the best we can. So we're doing these exercises so that we can tone and tighten our gluteals and the hamstrings so that we maybe not quite be infant size, but, you know, it sort of is in proportion with the rest of our body. The thing that happens, though, of course, you know, people think that if you don't exercise your gluteals that they sort of get bigger and bigger, but they actually get wider and longer. You know, sort of, it's hard to work Bermudas. You're sort of hanging out there. 2 more, 1. And 2. Now reach up. It's lift. Lift. Ooh, we feel this. Back of the hamstring. Back. Remember the way that you tone and tighten the gluteus and the hamstrings is, first of all, if you have excess body fat, that means diet and aerobic exercise longer than 20 minutes in order to burn body fat. And then, of course, our toning and strengthening section. And then you got it made. And, you know, everybody's different, though. Some people, there really are people that have very slow metabolism. Not as many as you think, but there are some people that, in order to maintain their weight, really are very careful about what they have to eat. And it isn't fair sometimes, but and so there is such a thing. So not everybody can be like thin, man. Like, why aren't you thin? Because you exercise and, you know, eat so little. That's why sometimes it's good to have a test to see exactly what's going on. 2 more, 1 and 2. Now bring the knee in, press it out, in. Ooh. See, this is what's good. After about the 3rd exercise, you notice how Kendall has, you know, quieted out because she knows she's also got to do the same thing on the other side. Pressing through, extending, so bringing the knee in and then extend, bringing it out there, flexing the foot, knowing that by moving our bodies, how great it is, yes, how great it feels, and out, in and out, sort of the old horse kick, you know, out, or is it the mule kick? In, and in, keep going, and 2 more. This is 1 and 2. Now let's release it for a minute. Are you feeling good now? You know what makes me happy is to give you the good news that we're going to do the other leg. Up, up. So we start, foot is flexed, not throwing the leg. We're in control. We're not arching the back. We're doing what we can. Just saying, you know, I'm glad I feel well enough to get down on the ground and exercise. Thank you for that. Keep going. And up, and up. So you're lifting and lowering. We've changed the intensity a little bit by picking up the tempo. You can do that. Thank you. It's your body, you can do it. Keep going. And again. You see all these jackets they have out? They look like paper. You know what I mean? But they're not. And then you put them on and you like wet them and they're, I don't know what they're made out of. You know what I'm talking about? Well, they're like a paper feeling jacket, but then when you wet them, they sort of turn into, I don't know,
Turn
like
into what?
I don't know. I have to get specific. 2 more, 1.
Turn into wet paper?
Yeah, well, no, they don't. They sound and look like paper, but they're not paper. They're like a broken down plastic, you know, that's been made into some sort of fiber so that when they get wet, they repel the rain. And they sort of feel like, the reason I said that, probably you're wondering why, is that I got a whole, like a, you know, warm-up suit made out of it. And I was just told that if I wetted it, it would really be good, so I did. Well, I don't think it's so great, but, you know, I don't know. I was just told this was the, you know, like, this is going to be the fiber of the 90s. The thing I found is when I wetted it, it was like I was running around in a wetsuit. Didn't repel the water at all, but... So I guess since nobody's heard of it, this is a joke on me, gang. Yeah, let's give her a paper suit, tell her to wet it, and let her wear it.
Just another one of our fans.
You know, that's right. So there I am running in my wetsuit, and it looks like I'm running around in toilet paper. Thank you. You know, it's just amazing, isn't it? Two more. It's a 1 and 2. Now linger. Up, up, up. Whoa, we feel it through the back of the thigh and the gluteals. You take your time. You're relaxing through the old spine here. Head, you know, the thing is, gotta make it comfortable for your neck. You don't want to drop it all the way down because it's like at the end of the old cervical vertebra is this big round object, you know, your head, your face. It's heavy. Keep going. Someone, they had that show where they talk about new invention. One guy thinks it'd be really great to make bowling balls with the faces, you know, like if you want to give your dad a present, you give him a bowling ball with his face on it.
You stick your thumb in the mouth hole?
I don't know. Well, that's one thought. Keep going. Raising and lowering. 2 more. 1 and 2. Bring it in. Actually, I'm sure, I mean, I think he was like the face would be on one side, maybe like the, you know, where you put your fingers and stuff is on the top of the head. Very tasteful. And you say, here you go, here's a bowling ball with your face on it. I mean, and you watch yourself going down the gutter to strike down a bunch of pins. I think it's a little rude. Can you imagine some guy saying, here, dear, I had your face put on this bowling ball. Now watch it go down the gutter and hit those pins right with his nose. I don't know. I don't really think it's an idea that it's gonna go over, but what do I know? Keep going. Can you see it, a family that bowls together? They all got their bowling ball with their face on it. Okay, 30 more of this during the break. And put on those aerobic shoes and right back to the aerobics. Okay, we're back. Ready to work the most important muscle in our body, our heart. That's right. We hope you have your aerobic shoes on to cushion the body. Do what you can. This is, you know, aerobics a thing because it gets oxygen going through the body. It gives you energy. Here we go. We're walking forward. And to the right. And forward. To the left. And forward. All right, now we're going to touch the heel forward. And heels back. It's kick. And back. Arms. Our favorite. It's step. And back. Knee. And kick. And heel. Step touch. Whoa. Keep going. One off. All right. Right on the beat. Both arms. Keep going. Forward. That's in the backup singer's catalog, that step. Here we go. Backup singer step. Whoa. That's right. Keep going. One arm. Back. Step touch. Whoa. To the right. And forward. And side. Now forward. Walking forward. Heel pull back. Pull. Step touch forward. those aerobics for 10 or 15 minutes. Cool down when you're through. Think about all your cardiovascular. You want to get into some fat burning as well. Try and go beyond 20 minutes. Always cool down when you're through. Take your heart rate. Then remember, the exercise habit. Join us here. Same time, same station for morning tips. Bye-bye. In again. And what you're trying to do here, now take your time, don't rush it, is to roll the knees in, straight in towards the chest. You know, don't let it come over to the side. And in. Bring it in towards the chest. And again, pulling it in. Now, as soon as you say, you know what, I think I could do that. This doesn't seem too bad. Now, you can either stay here, or else bring the hands behind the head, and bring upper body to lower. Now, if you're still like, you know, to you and walk away rather than eating them all at the table. With those things in mind, hey, you might be able to survive some of the fat traps at these buffets and parties. Anyway, you just sort of, you know, get yourself just a little stretched out here. We'll be right back with our rhythmic warm-up. Just taking some deep breaths, getting yourself, you know, ready to go. And we'll say good morning to you, Pam.
Good morning.
And good morning to Len.
Good morning.
Now, Pam, you are teaching, and well, where are you teaching? In Mill Valley.
Mill Valley Rec Center.
Right. Bay Club.
At the Bay Club.
And
Nautilus Marin.
Yeah.
Sausalito.
I'm telling you, and Len, you teach at?
San Jose State University.
That's right. And also, Len has a great video out. It's called Everybody's Workout, right? And he also has a book out. It's wonderful. I recommend them. They're wonderful. And if you didn't notice, Len was the 87?
87.
That's right. Fitness Leader of the Year. That's right. From IDEA, which is like, for us, it's like the Academy Awards. See? So I figure if I can't get an Academy Award, at least I'll surround myself with people that got them. Okay. Last time, bring it up and down. Just so it's working those pectorals. We must develop our bust. That was sexist, I'm sorry, but you know, it's what we had to go through in the early days here.
Is that
Press.
a bicycle suit that you have on?
Yes, we all are in our bicycle outfits. Mr. Wally is not really crazy about this look, but he understands that being a fashion trendsetter in exercise, that he has to sort of, you know.
No, I wanted people at home to know what
Thank
it is
you.
so that when they go in the store, they know what to ask for.
Right, it's
Or
a.
what not to ask for, if the case.
Oh, thank you. Oh, is that cruel? Two more. 1 and 2. Now bring it down, out. All right, bicep curls. How about 30? Why not? You sure you have your aerobic shoes on, because when we come back, we'll be doing our cardio work. Yes? Yeah, we like this song because it's like you can have any beat you want with this song. Anyway, we're doing our cardio work, starting off with step touch. You do what you can. The object here is to work in your aerobic zone. Maybe it's between 60 and 75%. Here we go. Take the forward, just step touch back, and forward.
This is titled Sunset Boulevard.
Thank you. I'll remember that. No, actually, I was, you know, sometimes the crew says, could you get us, let's go forward. Something we haven't heard for a while. Here it is, folks. Okay, and now we're gonna go forward, and heel pulls back. Step touch forward. Heel pull back. Up to tempo. 4 to the right. 4 center. 4 side. 4 center. Now bring it back down and walk it forward. Heel touch back, or is it just step touch? Stay there for 4. 1, 2, 3. Now heels forward for 4. Kick back. Knees forward. In step back. Knees forward. Knees up to tempo for 4. To the right for 4. Forward for 4.
low impact alternative. 4 forward. Side. 4 forward. Now 4 knees, high energy, bring it forward. 4 instep in place. 4 knees back. 4 instep. Now the same thing, low impact. So you go 4 knees. Ooh. Instep in place. Knees. Instep. Same thing up to tempo. In place. Get back. Low impact. Now this time, watch what happens. We go side, side. Move it back. I know, it's exciting here. To the side. Up to tempo. Knees to the side. Move it back. Okay. We've got you started. Why don't you try and continue for 15 to 20 minutes. Take your heart rate. Cool down. You have your workout for the day. And make that commitment to join us here every day, same time. Everybody go up, up, down, down, shake, 2, 3, 4. Up, up, down, down. Shake it out. You know, I mean, let's face it, maybe talking about stomach aches and the things it causes them isn't really, I mean, it's, well, I don't know, I guess it's not that pleasant, but you know, it's a fact of life. Unfortunately, bodily functions, you know, what can I tell you?
Somebody has to talk.
Somebody has to talk about them, and since we're a health show and we care about how you feel physically, and you know, when you have a stomach ache, you don't feel like doing anything. I mean, it hurts. So I'm trying to help you avoid stomach aches. 7 and 8, bring it down, up. Also, talking with your mouth full, and I'm making a little bit of an issue out of it, probably more than you might like, only because I don't think sometimes you're not aware that you might talk with your mouth full. And the reason I say that, I know it's hard for you to believe, but I mean, I didn't know I talked with my mouth full either until my girlfriend told me, I'm not kidding, about a month ago, the reason I always have stuff all over my clothes is that I talk with my mouth full. Where do I go from here? Well, you can add the upper body. So this time I say hello and I meet each other. So I bring the upper and the body, lower body together. And again, remember too, abdominal exercises not only tone and strengthen the abdominals, they also strengthen the back. In fact, if you have a weak back and it's not genetic, it's not congenital, many times it means your abs are out of shape. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now take that same leg, turn it out so it's facing the ceiling, extend the arm to the side, support the head as you bring the shoulder towards the knee. You see a lot of people, now we've increased the tempo here, made it a little bit faster. So pretend there's an imaginary string, bringing the shoulder to the knee. Not necessarily the elbow. As soon as I bring the elbow, I start scrunching more, and I want to leave my upper body open so that I really concentrate on working the obliques. Obliques are the muscles and the muscles of the abdominals that crisscross the body at a diagonal. So when you see people with nice toned abdominals and toned obliques, they usually look like they have a waistline, or probably do. Nice toned waistline. 2 more. 1 and 2. Now this time you just take the other leg, back of the ankle on top of that knee, and you bring it in and down. This is a great one if you've been looking for a good lower abdominal exercise. Actually, it's an abdominal exercise, but it does really utilize that pot belly. This is it. And remember that once you get comfortable with this exercise, and that could be a while, depending. I mean, this could be one of those things you say, are you kidding? Maybe 10 years from now. But once you feel that you want to challenge yourself, because that's what you want to do with exercise. You want to be able to bring it to another level. Then you just bring the upper body towards it, up. And again. So you bring that right in there. Keep going, bringing 2 more. 1 and 2. Leg comes down, you turn up the leg, and you bring it up. And again, I'm bringing the shoulder towards the knee. So I'm crisscrossing here and up. My girlfriend just got a bird. You know, it's sort of interesting because most people I know get dogs or cats. She has a little bird. It's a little cockatoo. It sort of perches on her shoulder, you know. It's real cute. It's real different, though. I think the only thing that makes people nervous is that when birds fly around in a house, you know, it's like you're sitting there and the bird takes off and does a few of those sort of things where it sort of goes real close to your face, but not, you know, so you feel the wind, and you keep smiling like it's fine. I don't know what it is about flying birds in houses. Keep going. Oh, stop. That was good, Steve. And if you missed it, don't worry. It's okay. Keep going. 2 more. This is 1 and 2. Now this time, we're going to bring the right knee in and out. In, right knee only. So working through the abdominals, and again, since we're bringing the upper and lower body together, we're working the abdominal wall, both upper and lower abs. But it is real cute. I just don't, you know, I think it makes you nervous when you first meet a bird and it sort of flies on your shoulder and it sort of, it sort of brushes your cheek, you know, with its little beak there, and you wonder if it's going to bite you and draw blood. Or hangs off your earlobe, you know, like a little earring. But actually, it's a nice guy. It's a nice guy. I told her that she couldn't bring the bird to my house because Mimi and Betty, I don't know, they'd go delirious. It'd be good for Betty, though. But trying to get Betty, who's my 13-year-old cat, my 13-year-old Siamese, on a diet, and this might be something to motivate her. I didn't think about it, to run around a little bit. 2 more. This is a 1 and 2. Other side. Here we go. It's in. That's like when the vet says, now, you know, you can chase her around the house or get her on a leash and take her for a walk. I went, oh, come on now. I mean, and poor Betty, because the gods of genetics were very unkind to her. She has people always think she's a platypus, or, you know, she's just really different. She has about 1/4 of an inch long legs and a huge egg body. She genetically was not given the, you remember those things where they had those, I think it was in Dr. Dolittle, where they had that animal that was about 8 different things? Well, that's poor Betty. Great personality, though. Someone said, well, she has to. Please. 2 more. This is 1 and 2. Now, this time we're going to go right and twist left. And again, remember that principle of leaving the shoulder open. 30 more during the break. You know you can do it. We'll be right back with our aerobics.
Intro.
And we're back. Ooh, special effects, huh? I'm telling you, Steven Spielberg, get your heart out here. I mean, try it, just try it. We know you can do rocket ships, but can you do that? I don't think so. Okay, here's the part where we work with cardiovascular, cardiorespiratory system. Do what you can. I really encourage you to have on your aerobic shoes here so that your body does not take too much of a pounding, shall we say. Let's go forward and back. Again, forward and back. And again, forward and back. Now we're going to take this to the side. Keep going. And forward. I like to, give you some chances to turn around and really look at your house when you do this, To the side, you can check it out and say, oh, sometimes you just don't notice things. And forward. And again. And heels. And kicks. touch. Ooh. Take it forward. Heel pull back. Again. Heel pull back. This time up to tempo. To the side. Forward. Side. Forward. And walk it out. Step touch back. Forward place. One arm. And back. Both arms. Now walk both arms forward. Okay, well.